In artisanal and small-scale gold mining, mercury has long been used to extract gold by forming an amalgam, a mixture of mercury and gold, a mix that is later burned to separate the two. But this age-old technique comes at a heavy cost. Mercury is toxic, threatens not just the health of the miners, but also their families, their communities, and the environment.
When we look at this all, we see to it that mercury can affect the current generation and even the future generation beyond the mining period that we can do in an area, because it persists in our environment. It does not biodegrade so easily.
In Tira, a mining area in Busia district with approximately 10,000 artisanal miners, news of mercury's phase out comes with mixed emotions. For some, it brings hope; for others, uncertainty.
We only use these cheap methods of ours in this area of ours, most of us. If you don't have enough money, you cannot go for an expensive method, of course.
My question is, as more we are talking about mercury, but mercury is still coming inside the country. I don't know this mercury is being produced in Uganda or outside countries.
Despite ongoing awareness campaigns by government and partners such as Planet Gold, many miners still rely on mercury, either out of habit, lack of resources, or because the alternatives remain unfamiliar.
When you're thinking that, oh, I can get my product within 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour of processing, I want to tell you, and this is a scientific fact, that you're only removing 30% of the gold that you could remove from that same amount of material. But when you use cyanide, when you use gravity methods together with direct smelting, with materials like borax or other fluxes, you get even up to 90% of the gold out of the material that you're working with.
This village meeting serves as a platform to compare notes and shape clear strategies geared at accelerating the adoption of eco-friendly gold mining practices.
Mercury has been used in gold mining here in Tira, Busia district from time immemorial. And now that the mercury ban is about to come into force, the artisanal miners here are in a dilemma.
Crucial questions around alternatives, affordability, accessibility, and the operational shift are top of mind for the men and women whose livelihoods depend on gold mining.
2 basins cannot manage that expense of using what? Sunride system. It is too expensive for us to use that.
Now my question is it only artisanal that is being banned from using mercury, or even these other sectors also are banned?
A senior environment officer with Busia District Local Government, Ngolobe Jimmy, responds to these pressing concerns, offering insight from both health and environmental perspectives.
You have the right to a clean and healthy environment, but you also have the obligation to create and protect that. So it's all about mindset change, to be a responsible miner, to have this change, and we come to mercury-free gold processing.
Uganda is a signatory of the Minamata Convention on Mercury, a global agreement which recognizes the risks of mercury use in artisanal and small-scale gold mining. The Minamata Convention calls for drastic reductions and eventual elimination of mercury use. Uganda has already developed a national action plan that subscribes to the Minamata Convention.
As long as the law has passed that there is no more use of mercury allowed in the processing of gold, it means that now we're on a time clock. We are moving towards the time when there will be no supply of mercury. Then what will you do as this single or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miners who are insisting on working in a small group or working alone? It will cause you a lot of problems.
But as the 2030 deadline draws closer, concerns remain high about the pace of progress and whether small-scale miners will be ready. Achieving a win-win transition, one that is economically viable, socially inclusive, and environmentally sound, will require collective commitment, consistent funding, and ongoing technical support. Dennis Goa for UBC.